What's going on, guys? It's DefMuck here. Today we're going to be talking about part 2 of the campaign story so far blog post here. So basically, for those who don't know, in part 1 of the story, which I covered in one of my previous videos, we covered the Black Ops story starting in the early 60s going through to the late 80s, with major story beats and character profiles influenced by the narratives of Call of Duty Black Ops, Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops 2. Now, also we've taken a look at the global launch gameplay trailer. We did a short reaction video for that. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you guys do. I'll annotate everything at the end of this video and linked in the description. It's now time to set the stage for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, so you're ready to dive right into the campaign when the game launches on October 25th. So forced to go rogue hunted from within, enter a period of transitional upheaval in global politics characterised by the end of the Cold War and the rise of the US. As a single superpower, the Gulf War dominated headlines and there was growing mistrust in government reflected across the music, TV and pop culture of the time. While the Gulf War commands the global spotlight, a shadowy, clandestine force has infiltrated the highest levels of the CIA, branding anyone who resists as traitors. Exiled from their agency and country that once held them as heroes, Black Ops veteran Frank Woods and his team find themselves hunted by the military machine that created them. Join Woods and his protege Troy Marshall, both now working for CIA handler Jane Harrow, a fearless and brilliant leader who helps manage their relationships in the agency. However, when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and forced to go rogue. They must build their own team of rogue agents, including Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dumas, a mysterious assassin. The infamous Russell Adler also returns. His allegiances and motivations remain unclear, but the team needs all the help they can get. So as you guys can see, we've got some of the main characters here that are going to be part of the campaign. So Jane Harrow. Now, at one point I nearly mistaken this for that female character from the Modern Warfare series. I initially thought that this was her, but it turns out it's not. But she's pretty cool. So we've got Jane Harrow, we've got Troy Marshall, who, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the guy that was trained by Frank Woods. So that's interesting. Felix Newman, I hope I'm saying his last name right, who is raised in East Berlin. So that's really interesting there. Savati Dumas, taken in by the Guild, one of the Avalon crime factions. So that's really interesting there. So campaign, our first steps. Select single player from the Black Ops 6 main menu to reach the campaign screen. Get an overview of the first mission and view completion rewards, which we're going to go into in a few minutes. Earn for progressing and follow the prompts when starting the campaign to choose your difficulty setting. So as always, there's going to be 4 different difficulties. So we've got recruit, regular, hardened and veteran. I typically do mine on regular, just to make it a little bit realistic. Gameplay tips. Consider these tips when getting started with the campaign to make your journey into the next Black Ops chapter a smooth one. Knowing your inventory. You have to check your vitals, so keep an eye on your HUD. Renovations, seeking out piles of cash to invest in safe house. So that's really interesting. There's also an evidence board. So it's going to act pretty much the exact same way as Black Ops Cold War did. So that's really interesting. We've also got campaign mission rewards here, guys. So weapon blueprints include the Truth Serum Assault Rifle. I'm not exactly sure which ones these are going to be for at this present moment. So I've got the Truth Serum AR, I've got the Bastion Pistol, an Onyx Echo Sniper, Pocket Aces SMG, and a Case Cracker Combat Knife. There's also going to be a Heist Skin for Marshall, loading screen called A Good Look at the Devil, which is obviously referring to Adler. There's going to be a finishing move called the Pickaxe, a spray called the Slip Sauce, and 4 stickers and charms called the Allied Effort, the Tank, Forging Fate, and the Cradle. So finish the campaign and earn these rewards plus more. So that's really interesting there. So just to point out here, guys, so the Slip Sauce Spray, Forging Fate, Weapon Vinyl, Hook, Line and Sinker finishing move. Onyx. I'm just going to go back on this a little bit. So intro. So for completing the intro mission, you get the Slip Sauce Spray. For completing the mission contract, you earn the Forging Fate Weapon Vinyl. For completing Union, you earn the Hook, Line and Sinker finishing move. For completing Sandbox and Palace will be Onyx Echo Blueprint for the LR 7.62 Sniper. For completing the Redacted mission will be Allied Effort Weapon Vinyl. For completing Heist will be the Heist Operator. For completing Storm, you'll earn the Tank Charm. For completing Sabotage, you'll earn a Good Look at the Devil wallpaper. For completing interrogation and defend will be the Cradle Charm. For completing a puzzle within the safe house, my understanding, will be a case cracker blueprint for the knife. For completing a certain thing on the upgrade station, you'll earn the Truth Serum blueprint for the AMES 85. Another upgrade station upgrade will be the Pocket Aces blueprint for the Jackal PDW SMG. And another one will be the Bastion blueprint for the Moslow 500 pistol. So campaign calling card challenges. In addition to campaign rewards, expect a series of unique calling card challenges featuring special mission parameters to unlock a variety of stylish calling cards upon completion. Some examples are shown above, but the exact criteria for earning all of the campaign cards, including the Dark Ops challenges, must remain redacted. So that's really interesting there. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. Also, we've actually got some interesting information concerning a campaign intel drop. So let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. And without further ado, let's check this out.
The campaign is definitely like playing through a summer blockbuster that is accessible to anybody coming in.
Black Ops 6 follows the events of both Cold War and then the 1980s part of Black Ops 2.
The story takes place in 1991. Frank Woods had been on a mission in Panama that had gone south because there was apparently a mole within the CIA that betrayed them. Jason Hudson got killed. Alex Mason was killed by Woods' hand unintentionally. So what we're dealing with is some of the aftermath of those events. Our major returning characters are Frank Woods. He's a man of action, but he's not able to actually get out in the field anymore. We also have Russell Adler. No one quite understands his motivations, so he's difficult to trust.
As far as new characters, we have Troy Marshall brings leadership, and then Savati Dumas, she's the master of disguise.
And Felix Newman is a tech genius.
Their arcs are very like, I don't know who to trust. I don't necessarily trust anybody in this room, but we know that we have like a similar goal.
When we were starting to think of a campaign, we first start with our era. So we knew we wanted to touch on the Gulf War. We'll hit Kuwait, Iraq, Washington, D.C., Soviet Union. And then from there, we fill in the gaps with, what are just cool locations that we want to do that are fun, provide big experiences, big moments, and really fit the characters in the story.
Call of Duty has many landmarks, either existing or fictional one that is heavily related with real life, real war, real events.
The sheer variety in the game is pretty spectacular in that there's a lot of space to explore. The player can do it in any order they want. We're allowing different strategies in these spaces.
You'll find that your buddy played it differently and they got a whole different result, or that something happened to them that didn't happen to you. So there's a lot of replayability.
The safe house is a place to go in between missions. It gives the player a chance to explore.
It's where you can really see these characters and feel who they are and what they're going through.
There is also upgrade stations, so the player can upgrade themselves with improved equipment, improved abilities.
The safe house will grow as the player progresses through the game. The set dress will change, the visuals will change, and you'll notice different things that weren't there before.
So the player is playing a CIA operative named William Calderon. He goes by Case.
Throughout the campaign, you'll be playing as Case, but there are other opportunities and other missions where you will play as other members of the team. And under the radar, you're playing as Sev, and she gets her own uniform and is disguised as a person who's working the base. We're hammering home to the player, this is a different character you're playing as. And so prototyping a mechanic around her having heightened keen eye senses, integrating that into the flow of the mission worked really well.
I think my favorite part is in high rollers. You're going to go in there, pretend you are one of the customers, and break into the underground vault and get that cash out.
My favorite mission is Emergence. It's a classic Black Ops, mind-twisting, don't really know what's going on sort of vibe to it, and I think players are really, really going to enjoy it.
Yeah, we put a lot of love into this game. A lot of people have worked hard on it, and we're super excited with how it turned out. I can't wait for people to play it this fall.
Okay, guys, so very, very interesting. There's another shot here of all those. We've got a few more of those, basically, for those who didn't know, that as part of the Mastercraft collection, these are the ones that you get for pre-ordering, just to avoid a little bit of confusion there. But that's very, very interesting. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions are of this in the comments box down below. Just want to quickly touch up on something that I brought up in a previous video here, guys, just as a reminder more than anything else. Call of Duty Spain's official Twitter or X account has basically put up a tweet talking about something about that's happening on the 10th of October. Now, we currently don't know whether this is something that's currently exclusive to Spain, but if it's available elsewhere, I'll let you guys know. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel on that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so no one can upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, peace out.